What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Today we are going to chat about something that we don't talk about enough on this channel, and that is bolt guns. We have a Bergara 22LR, and let's get right into it. So it's the BMR is the model number, and BMR stands for Bergara Mini Rifle. It's very similar to the B14 line, just in a miniature version. Depending on the caliber you get, you can get them in either 18 or 20 inches. They come with a steel barrel or this extremely nice carbon barrel, and the carbon fiber barrel is just really good looking. The carbon barrel is going to cost you about $100 more and be roughly half pound less than the steel barrel. The calibers that I mentioned, this one here is 22 LR. You can also get it 22 WMR and 17 HMR. And let's talk about this specific gun. So starting at the back, it has a very nice pad, and that's going to help absorb that crushing rimfire recoil. No, it's the pad is way nicer than it needs to be. The stock is nice. It's a plastic synthetic stock. It's a good looking stock. It has two sling swivels, and I have trouble saying sling swivels. The front one is begging for a bipod, and I'm embarrassed that I haven't put a bipod on here yet. I'm sorry. The action, the bolt is very smooth, easy to run, even for a kiddo. On the left side of the gun, there's a little release. You push that release, the bolt comes right out. A couple things I want to talk about on the bolt. It has dual extractors to help run a little bit more reliably, which is always good with the 22 LR. On the back, you have a cocked indicator, and then I'm going to do some close-ups here so you can see the wear marks. There's a little bit of good, honest, healthy wear. We have about 600, 700 rounds through this gun so far. And yeah, I wanted you to take a look at that. Now, before we get into the safety and the trigger and all that other cool guy stuff, we do have a sponsor of the video, of course. I'll be quick. Mission Fresh Tactical. If you live under a rock, Mission Fresh Tactical makes a bunch of holsters, backpacks, rifle accessories of all kinds like stocks and magazines. They have a huge product line. Discount code is TIB20. If you want to buy anything from Mission Fresh Tactical, use the code TIB20. You save 20%. I get a small kickback. Everyone's happy. Yeah. Now, my shirt, real quick, is from TriStar Trading, of course. I wear a ton of their shirts because they have great designs. The link for that is also down in the video description. Awesome possum. Safety. It's just very standard thumb safety. Down is safe, forward is fire, and nothing to worry about there. Now, the trigger is interesting. Probably one of the best, nicest features on the gun. Not only is the trigger itself extremely nice. It's light, it's crisp. It's a great trigger. It's adjustable if you want a little lighter or a little heavier, but it's also a Remington 700 style trigger. So if for some reason you don't like this trigger, or you have a favorite trigger that you want to put in here, it's a Remington 700 style. So there's a lot of different choices out there. Now, the magazines that it comes with a 5 and a 10 round magazine. So when I saw these pictures of these and I saw that they were plastic polymer, I was a little hesitant, a little nervous, because the last bolt gun I reviewed was the Savage Arms, and they weren't plastic, they were metal, but I had so many problems with those magazines. I'm a little scarred. These magazines are very nice. They're thick, heavy duty plastic. They've held up extremely well. I had zero problems with these magazines. So magazines are good to go. I was just a little scared, a little hesitant. In between the magwell and the trigger is your magazine release. It's a big plastic magazine release. You just push forward on that magazine release, and it drops the magazines freely. No issues there. On top of the gun, it actually comes with this rail. I was very pleased. There's a lot of bolt guns out there that don't come with the rail and you need to drop a few extra bucks on there, but this comes with it, which I thought was great. I had 3 different optics on here, if you care. I had a Swamp Fox 1-8, a Primary Arms 5-20, I believe, and this one here is from US Optics. It's 2.5 by 20. I had so many different optics on here just because I'm testing a lot of different optics, and they all were good to go. The barrel that I mentioned, all right, so it's either going to be an 18 or 20 inch. Depending on the caliber you get will dictate whether it's an 18 or 20 inch. This 22 LR, for example, is a 1 in 17 twist. The other two calibers, I believe, are 1 in 9 twist. The carbon fiber lightens up the overall weight by about half pound, adds about $100 to the cost of the gun. And my favorite feature is out here on the end. It is threaded 1/2 by 28. And this would be, when I say a perfect suppressor host, a perfect suppressor host. Now, I can't have suppressors because I live in the god-awful state of Rhode Island. But I won't hold that against Bergara. That's my choice. All right, dimensions. You're going to be between 36 and 38 inches. Again, depending on the caliber and whether you get an 18 or 20-inch barrel. The weight is 5 pounds for this particular one. The different barrels and barrel lengths obviously will be different. The carbon fiber 22LR has an MSRP of $720, a street price for around $650 at the time I'm making the video. Of course, I'll put some affiliate links down in the video description. Hopefully, I can find you a good deal. Now, testing. I personally have about 400-ish rounds through this gun. My son has another 200 or 300-ish rounds through this gun. When we went to the range together, I set him up on a bench. I put a bunch of targets out there. I gave him a bunch of my 22 ammo and he went to town. I have no idea exactly how many rounds he shot, but a lot. So a lot of the footage we've done is bench rest shooting because it's a bolt gun, and that's really boring, so I'm going to try to go through this very, very quickly. Shot about 5, 6, 7 different types of ammo. The only one we did that the gun didn't like is this Aguila Super Extra. I wouldn't try that with the gun. That did not feed reliably. Every other type of ammo we tried worked well. So we had several different types of CCIs, the Quiet, the Mini Mags, the Standard Velocity. We had some Federal. We had some really inexpensive Thunderbolt. All that stuff ran well with no issues, no problems, nothing to report. The gun is a very, very accurate gun. Far more accurate than what my skills allow. So I got hits out to 200 yards on a fairly small piece of steel. My son got hits out to 200 yards on a fairly large piece of steel. I also got hits out to 300 yards on a larger piece of steel as well. But there's a lot of videos of people shooting like soda cans at 250 yards with this thing, and it's a very, very accurate gun, far more accurate than what my skills can get out of it. So the pros, I'm going to say the value and what you get for your money. It's going to be very, very tough. It's a very nice little bolt gun for sub $700. The carbon fiber barrel is absolutely beautiful. Not only does it lighten up the weight a little bit, but it's aesthetically pleasing and it looks great with the black synthetic stock. The trigger is extremely nice, and I like that you can swap it out for the Remington 700. The action is smooth. The magazines were great. Unlike some of the other bolt guns I've reviewed, those magazines were reliable, and yeah, your gun is only as good as your magazines. Overall, it's going to be a very, very tough gun to beat. If you're looking for a small bolt action gun that's high quality and accurate for sub $700, it's going to be very, very tough to beat the Bergara BMR, whether this be for kiddos like I have it, or competitions, or hunting, or backpacking, or hunting little critters is what I was going to say. A lot of value, very, very tough to beat a gun like this. Now, this is my first Bergara review, so I want to say thank you to Bergara for sending out the rifle. You will definitely see this in a lot of future videos, especially when I take my son to the range, because he's totally flipped. He used to like his semi-auto 22. Now all he wants to do is shoot his bolt action 22, which I think is very cool. Sponsor of the video, Mission First Tactical. Discount code is TIB20. Link down in the video description. T-shirt, my T-shirt sponsor. I just made that up. My favorite T-shirt company is TriStar Trading. Not only do they make a lot of great designs, they also make the Tiberious Gibbs swag, so maybe I'm a little biased. Now, I am on Facebook and Instagram, and the link is down in the video description. If you want to know what I'm reviewing right now, before the video comes out on YouTube, like this Bergara mini rifle was shown several times on my social media, the link to both my Facebook and Instagram is down below. Thank you guys for watching. It is greatly, greatly appreciated. If you think I deserve it, do me the favor, please like, comment, subscribe. That's the big one. If you think I deserve it, please subscribe to the channel. Enable the bell notifications. I will see you guys next time. Have a great day.